Hey, what is up YouTube? It is Matty and welcome to another Emphatic Clan War video. So again, we're in the war with Saigon Happy, but that's hasn't even started yet. Let's go into our most recent war and most recent victory that's completed. And yes, it is against what appears to be a Chinese clan. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. I don't know. I'm not very good at reading foreign non-European languages. Anyway, so this war was pretty close. I thought they were gonna at least draw with us here. They had 5 attacks left. A couple of their top guys didn't attack. Like, well, they're number 3. I think he could have at least gained a star. Or their last minute attacks didn't seem to go off very well either. Look, they tried to attack me. They couldn't 3-star runner. So yeah, it didn't really pan out that well for them. Luckily, we pulled off enough 3 stars. There were a couple that remained un-3-starred, which number 8 and number 4, which was a bit of a shame. And Van nearly 3-starred there, number 2, which again cost us a star, which was a little bit of a shame. But I'll show you a couple of videos, this one anyway. So let's go in at number 10 with Savoni and see how and what he did. So it looks like it was a straight up GoWiWi, with the Giants in to tank as well. And just looking at the spread, it's quite a narrow spread actually for a GoWiWi sort of raid. And yeah, he's making sure his skellies get in so they can start soaking up all the traps and all the damage and that sort of thing, because they can just get reproduced. Giants are now going in, and with the jump spell as well. Now he's not going to bother with the a lightning spell, which can be sometimes risky, but as long as he can get a heal and enough of the troops in to kill the witch, and already he's made it into the core. So what he's using now is heal spells to keep his troops alive, keep those giants alive and ticking, and he's going to have to use another heal spell shortly to keep that to be the case. But the king's running around the outside, got a group of wizards running around the outside as well. They're about to die, and looking at the bottom side, got 1 arch tower left, but the queen might take, if the queen takes that arch tower down, it's going to make this raid a lot easier. But she's decided to shoot a wall because I suppose the queen's favourite role really is shooting walls. I don't know, just part of her AI. You got to get used to it. Look, so she's finished that one wall. Now she's gone for another wall. So now she's running around. No doubt she's going to start shooting another wall in a minute. But moving on. That arch tower has survived, but we've got a couple of he's got a couple of back end wizards as well, which is going to be helpful. So that arch tower is going to go down, and now it's just a cannon and a wizard tower and arch tower left. A couple of archers down here to help clean up, and then all these troops coming in for the final kill. And it's queen shooting more wall, but she's going to take down the cannon by the look of it. Here she goes. No, going for something else first. Now she's going for the cannon. Cannon down, 99%, and there's the win. So nice 3-star by Savoni. Bum bum bum. Who we're doing next? Look at number 9. It's a bit of Leonard. Len's last war you saw Len doing some Lavaloon. This war is back on hogs. So he's taking down these bottom side defences here and throwing in a couple of hogs, couple of loons, all trying to get together with that CC law. Doesn't look like the full law's done just yet. That might have been it. I think there might be something else in there. Yeah, there it is. There's the witch. I was going to say that didn't look like a full Town Hall 9 law. Now you can see he's throwing some loons on the top side as well, taking down a couple of free defences. Hopefully he's going to get that cannon down. But this is also acting as the law, the pull. It's pulling all the troops this way. Witches are already down to start spawning the skellies, and the queen's going down as well. He's doing wizard here. Purpose to note, it's a funnel, so that he's going to guide his troops in towards the queen. So just looking at where they're going to go. He's going to need a jump spell or some wall breakers soon. Golem's down. A couple of wall breakers going to need to go down as well in a minute to let him in. Wizard over here to funnel as well. So it's always good to keep note of what's going on with these, where the funnels come from and how he does it, because funneling really is well, it's needed to make sure you get it right. So he's used his king now to break through the rest of that wall, because his 1 wall breaker died by the expo, which he didn't expect. Now the troops are finally sort of moving in. He's got a jump spell as well, which is going to drop in a second to make sure he gets the king locked onto the queen. I'd have thought king's locked on. There goes down his queen, and now as soon as that's happened, he's throwing the hogs in the other side, and they're going to help provide some cover fire for the kill squad. Now I think the king's locked onto the other king, which is great. Oh, sorry. And now it should be a king v king fight, but the trying to keep track of where these hogs are going. It wasn't a double detonation just because of the hog pathing, so that was great. And now, by the look at the queen's taking down the expo, got some troops that are going to maybe clean that Tesla and Archer on that side. Now, wow, he was lucky then. One hog sort of detonated that double giant bomb before his other group of hogs came through. Because they would have done the double. Oh, it wasn't a double. Sorry, I thought it was a double then. Just trying to keep track of where these troops are going. It looks like it's going to be tight for time. So he's got a couple of minions. He's got a goblin as well. I think this was the raid. It actually came down to 1 second remaining. Yeah, if you look back at the start of this video, the raid was like 3 minutes 2 seconds long. It was proper at the start. Proper last second, so very close. Didn't quite have enough hogs left ready to do the clean. You can see, yeah. It can get really tense or close on these Goho raids. Once all those defences down, you're just relying on the last second and just about, so fair play on that one. That was an awesome raid. I am going to skip a couple of raids. I'm going to skip number 7, which is me, number 5, which is GGF, so that's going to be a separate video. So I'll go in at number 6, and then we'll finish up on the on number 3 and number 2. We'll see how we did on them. So, looking at the strategy, looks like we got a GoWiWi with some. What we got? Oh, it's a GoWiWi as well. So, yeah, I wanted to sort of explain. I'm going to do a GoWiWi special video soon, so this might reappear, or I might use some others. But the strategy, as you can see, you're completely killing a couple of quadrants. I would have potentially even dropped my third golem in by this gold storage here, and taken 3 quadrants out all at once, and then use this middle one as the giants, the witches, the heroes, as the main core squad. But deployed slightly differently, should be fine. So he's using a jump spell to get into the core, because all these walls here means that you only need 1 jump to get all the way into the core and 1 jump to get all the way out of the core. He's done what I did and used 2 jumps, 1 in, 1 out, and a heal and a rage to help with the CC in the core, and that works very well. So it's all about the timing now. He's going to want to throw his other jump down in a bit to get back out of the core, because the core's going down quite quickly, which is great. Got a load of skellies and witches, and the heroes are all in there. The kings come in to start trying to kill those. King's locked onto the king, which is great, so he's going to go down in a second. Now you can see what I mean here. He's jumped out of the core, but he's got this 3rd quadrant over here. Now he is dropping some loons down to help, and it's going to come down to how well these loons do, because it's quite risky. Because if he'd have taken that whole compartment down, he'd have only had to get into this final one with the jump, and then it's over, and the giants would have been able to go and kill the defences. But it looks like it pans out anyway, because it's just it's a very powerful strategy, which is why it does so well, and which is why I'm going to do a special video on it, because not many people use it, which it's a shame, because it's underestimated. So yeah, I'll explain this on future videos. But anyway, I'm going to speed up now. We'll see how it goes. You can see it's quite a risky / close raid in the end. Could have been a bit easier, but I think with slightly different deployment. And there it goes. Nice 100%. Well done, runner. And going in at number 3. So this was a raid done by Ahmed, obviously our max guy, and it was I sort of first thought about this strategy. Van explained it to Ahmed and how to execute it, but I saw 2 air defences here and the queen all next to each other, and I thought, if you can power in, take both of those air defences down and the queen, and then Lavaloon the rest, that's a recipe for a 3-star. And Ahmed basically did that. So he dropped a jump and a golem. The golem didn't go for the jump, which was weird. Maybe it was a split second early on the golem release. He sends his king and queen in. Now it's going to come down to lightning spell timing here, I think. So you can see how his king and queen are sort of moving inwards. Queen's taking down some of these buildings, and the king's locked onto the queen now, and he's going to go and take her down. Now the CC are being fully pulled, but a witch is going to come out. So watch how he waits and waits and waits and waits until the witch is close enough to get killed by the lightning. So now that full CC are pretty much dead. King's getting blasted a little bit, but he's got his ability's been used now, and now the queen, she's moved into a key position here. She's taken down one air defense and then the second. So this was a huge success for this part of the raid, and that just means that the rest of the raid's going to go a lot easier. So now all he has to do is drop his loons down strategically, trying to get the best coverage. The lava hounds down as well to soak up the damage and to get on top of the air defences. You see he's got his CC loons and another hound over here. So that's 3 hounds in, back end loons to just rip apart these defences while the hounds take all that damage. He's got loons at the top. He's got, you know, very nicely saved, and look how many loons he's got left. And how many defences. Just absolutely ripped this base into shreds. So great to see, and such a nice easy 3-star on pretty much a max base. You can see how many lavas this guy had done, but if you can fly over those walls, lavas don't make much of a difference. Fly or jump. Well done, Ahmed. Very nice delivery on that raid. Now we'll watch Van, because it was a 98%. Now this is the base. You can see it's a Lavaloon attack. He's got to take down that queen. So he's breaking in the golem, dropping the queen in, using the wizards to funnel. You can see the wizards are making sure the queen goes in, and the king use a jump spell to take him right into the queen. And you can see by the jump spell placement, he's going to at least take down the 1 air defense. I know Van might have been even hoping to take down a 2nd air defense, but he's also got the CC law. So all the CC are moving over. He's going to wait and wait until that witch is close enough that she can take the lightning zap. So there we go. Witch goes down. King ability used. I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing. Queen's taking down some extra buildings. She needs to use her ability. There it goes. All helping now. And then I think the main attack's going to come now. I wasn't able to get the 2nd air defense, which is fair enough. I don't think he really aimed to, but just trying to watch the deployment here. So he's got 2 hounds going in down here onto 1 air defense. The other air defense over here is taken down. I think that was a slight miss. Maybe he tried to get the Inferno. Not 100% sure. But he definitely wanted to freeze that air defense was the main, so he could his hounds would survive and get up to the other air defense. Because now he's dropped another hound down. See how he very strategically waited, let the hound fly over the expo as well, so it locked onto it while the loons start killing the expo, and he just, that patience of letting half of the battle go and then doing the topside attack. I mean, that is brilliant. Now he wants that hound to pop really, but I think it's got enough health left to not. So I think it's going to come down to some timing here, because he's got loons are very slow. That's the risk. He hasn't got much cleanup, only a couple of pups survived. So I'm just going to speed through. Having a look, wizard down south. Then the loons are sort of spreading. It's going to finish up on the top side here, right on this dark storage by the look of it. So I'm going to just watch the troops come up. Here we go. Look, if that hound would have popped, it'd have been a lot easier. That's why. I forgot. Obviously, that dark storage was the reason. So if that hound would have popped, it would have made the difference. Or if he'd have dropped maybe that wizzy, I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's hard to suggest. But it's a real shame, because the raid execution was brilliant. And that's it really, guys. That's all I wanted to show you for this war. So yeah, really close one. Quite scary. I failed a raid and did well on a raid. A lot of people did the same. Leonard got a 3-star and a fail. I think most people did actually, but turns out we won, so happy days. This war should be a whitewash as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching this episode, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.